What is up, you guys? Miami Hurricanes time, back with another video, and today we're talking about some breaking news about Jaelan Philips. Now, I know that not everyone is caught up on the Miami Hurricanes world, the UCLA world, or the Jaelan Philips world, so I'm going to kind of do a debriefer and catch you guys up for those who don't know who he is or what's he about. Jaelan Philips is a defensive end slash outside linebacker that was the #1 rated prospect coming into 2017 for recruiting. 5-star, elite kind of athletic player, 6'5", something like 250 pounds. I mean, this guy is a monster of an athlete, a beast, and every single team wanted him. Well, he went to UCLA, but his tenure at UCLA was not very long, and it had a lot of injury issues. Now, Canes fans, UCLA fans, just whole college football world constantly hears injuries, and we don't know, but no one's ever really gone specific through Jaelan Philips' history, and I'm kind of giving you a breakdown here. Well, the issues that he's had medically, he's had a minor concussion. Now, I know you'll tell me, hey, it's a minor concussion. He really sat out only like 1 week. It's fine. Guys, don't play down concussions. There's one muscle you can't grow back, and that's your brain, okay? Bleeding in your head, it's not good. It's very scary. Concussions are a serious deal, so he had a minor concussion, but then after that, he had a not-so-minor concussion. He's had 2, and at that point, the UCLA doctors were like, look, you need to medically retire. You need to be out of the game. You will just destroy your whole body if you keep at it, keep doing this. And Jaelan Philips listened to their advice, and he sat out and said, I'm retiring medically. Now, the bad luck just kept going for Jaelan Philips, and in January, he had a car wreck, and in that wreck, it broke his wrist, and you need your wrist for sports a lot, especially as a defensive end. There's a lot of hand techniques that you need, and breaking a wrist, I mean, I can't imagine the pain and honestly, the mental trauma you'd have from that, and like, oh yeah, I can use 100% of my weight and athleticism on this wrist that was broken. That's difficult. So he went through all of that. But then, as we know, last week was the breaking news is he committed and he's transferring to the University of Miami. And I was like, what? I mean, this guy's not even going to play. Now, he is going to play. But the breaking news is he's not playing in 2019, guys. He is not playing for University of Miami in 2019. But hold on, he will play in the future. He will play in the future, but he said, per his own report, I don't think really outside influence said he has to do this, and he's not like, oh, I probably won't get some waiver or whatever. He said, look, forget about that. I was only able to play 4 games in 2018. I don't want the rest of my career to just be destroyed in one tragic game because I pushed myself too hard in 2019. I'm just taking this year off. Now, I don't know in which capacity we will see Jaelan Philips performing for Miami this year, whether he'll be in 100% rehab only, some practice. I would expect he would and kind of learn the defensive system and all of that. But we'll see. Who knows? Maybe he'll change his mind and later on in the year decide to play because he's feeling great. I honestly like this approach in my personal opinion, and I want to hear your guys' thoughts. Do you like the fact that he's taking this year off, or are you a little worried for Miami or for him or just in general? What do you think of this situation? Personally, I felt, and I said before in previous live streams, I would hope he takes a year off. He's got to take this medical condition seriously. He's got to let the Miami Health Athletics department just deal with it, help him be 100% before he's just don't push him out before he's not ready. Now, the other thing that you got to think about is this is a great thing for Miami too. Hear me out. At defensive end, we already have Trayvon Hill as a transfer. We already have Jonathan Garvin, a proven defensive end. We also have Gregory Rousseau, which is a very, very up-and-coming defensive end recruit that we're really excited about coming into the U, and he's already in his 2nd year. So there's no issues at defensive end, even with some depth we have with Miami system. We constantly rotate players, and that's why most Canes fans are like, cool, Jaelan Philips, we can have him added. We'll totally have him playing a whole bunch of the time, and other players too. We want fresh guys, fast, ferocious 100% of the time. But I don't think we should be worried about there. Honestly, the defensive line is looking pretty stout with Nesson Silvera and a whole bunch of other recruits we're bringing in. I know Gerald Willis is a big spot that the Miami Canes have to fill in, but I think we'll be fine. The other thing that you got to think about is we have 3 linebackers that are leaving, and Shaquille Quarterman, Michael Pickney, and Zach McLeod. So the thing is, you're like, oh yeah, and people constantly gave me fire about this one. No, guys, listen. He did play outside linebacker. I know it was about 90% of the time he was defensive end, but when talked to specifically about positional grouping and where he would play, he said, I'm open to both positions, guys. I'm okay at playing defensive end. I'm okay at playing linebacker. Wherever Miami football staff thinks I should play, I'll play there. That's fine with me. Wherever they think is my best potential, the team's most need, I'll do it. And so you got to put in your picture perspective. If all those linebackers are leaving next year, he takes a whole year off, gets ready, gets prepped, maybe even trains for the linebacker position perfectly, then he fills in 2020, and he'll have 2 more years of eligibility left. 2 more years in 2020. So we'll have this guy for 2 solid years, either at linebacker or if we don't need him at linebacker, defensive end. I'm excited for the Canes, and they're doing great stuff. Jaelan Philips, I'm glad you're taking the wise decision and taking a break off. Let me know your guys' thoughts down below. If you enjoyed this video, smash that thumbs up. Please subscribe. I'm trying to get this channel up to 1,000. Share it with people you think would enjoy it. Look, guys, college football is a crazy, exciting, interesting world, but at the end of the day, we know it's all about the U.